Hey guys, so it's a new angle, as you can probably tell. That's because I actually finished setting up my desk. So let me show you. So here is so here is the little extension. So this will be super helpful when I'm preparing to get my items all nice and organized, get my embroidery hoops all hooped and stuff like that. So I'm super happy that I got this all taken care of. So this is kind of like my embroidery station. So that's that. But yeah, so I hope you guys are all doing well today. Leave a comment or leave a comment in the chat just to say hi and let me know how you guys are doing today. So like I said in the title of this video, I will be embroidering some onesies for a craft show. So I have it on this Saturday, June 4th from 10 to 2 p.m. EST. So I'm going to be working on preparing for that right now. Let me actually get all my lights and stuff turned on. I just have the overhead light. So I'll be with you guys in one moment. It's currently raining like crazy today. Okay, so let me show you guys what we'll be stitching out. Okay, so I got my Gerber onesies. I decided to kind of do a small design, one that I can do on all the different onesies. So let me just show you this. So here is a onesie. This is a 24-month onesie. As you can see, the design is like super small, but I decided to do the same exact size for all of them. Hi, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to do the same design for all of them. So it's a lifesaver thing, whatever this is called. I don't remember the name. Got an anchor, and then it has the steering wheel for a ship or something. So this is what we'll be stitching out. It literally took me 5 minutes to stitch this one out, so I'm expecting the others to be pretty quickly. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. So this one I haven't tender touched yet, so I'm going to turn it inside out. If you don't know what tender touch is, it's essentially a soft backing for the embroidery, especially for little babies. You don't want it to agitate them. So there's that. I'm going to just put that by my heat press. So I think now I'm going to do an 18-month size. I'm just going to do one size of each and probably proceed to my next shirt. And this design that I'm doing is 4x4 friendly. Hi, Sonia. Welcome back. Let me see. I have a little table I'm going to put you guys on. Okay. I'm just going to put you over here. That's a good angle. So I'm just going to prep my design and get it on the hoop. I'm just using a 5x7 hoop because it's just easiest for me. Hope you guys like this new angle here. Okay, let me get my stabilizer. You guys working on any cool projects today? I know, Sonia, you like to crochet, so do you have any projects you're working on right now? So I just have my cutaway stabilizer that I use. I got this from Amazon. This is really nice table because I usually do it outside of this craft room where my kind of like my dining room table is. So it's nice that I don't have to do that. Get my 505 spray. Ignore all the mess in here because I am obviously preparing for a craft show. So I kind of got a lot going on right now. about half. I'm also cutting out, oh gosh, I'm such a spaz. I'm cutting out No Show Polymesh Stabilizer. It's also known as a cutaway stabilizer, and I'm just cutting out half for the top of my hoop because essentially I'm only going to embroider a little bit at the top. Oh, nice. Yeah, I would like to get back into crocheting, but honestly, my Etsy shop has been like blowing up like crazy. Well, not like crazy, but I'm getting more sales. So right now I have about 7 open Etsy orders. So essentially, well, they're actually 6 outfits because somebody ordered like one person ordered a shirt and then they did another order for the skirt. So it's essentially an outfit. So definitely expect a work with me video on that. So I just sprayed my No Show Polymesh Stabilizer onto my tearaway stabilizer, pushing it down, making it as tight as possible. And again, I'm only using, as you can see, this is the No Show Polymesh. There's the line, so this is the No Show, because essentially we're only doing a little 4x4 design all the way at the top there. Okay. Prep the onesie. Gonna get the pins out. I'm using Gerber onesies. Like I said, turn it inside out. Okay. And I'm planning on doing a whole tutorial on how to embroider onesies. So if you guys are curious about the process, then definitely check out that video. I'm probably going to upload that next week. Making it sure it's all nice and flat. Getting out any wrinkles, making sure that it's also nice and even as well. Okay, grabbing my hoop. Spray my temp adhesive again. And I will put it on the hoop. So I'm doing a sketch design, and I did try to make it a little bigger for the bigger sizes. The 5x7 was way too big, and I tried to make the a little smaller, but since it's a bean stitch design, it just didn't come across that great. So it's not perfectly centered. And the thing with these smaller designs is that you can really tell if it's not centered. So don't be afraid to kind of fix your mistakes. I always wondered if Gerber onesies would hold up to embroidery. I feel like if you use enough stabilizer, it should be fine. Right now I'm trying to get rid of all my Gerber onesies because I really want to switch to AJ Blank's, their onesies, just because I really love the quality of their shirts that I use for my birthday outfits. But these are fairly thin, so I'm probably going to only sell them for like maybe $10 each, just to kind of get rid of them. And I'm also planning on making matching or coordinating. Did I mess that up? I'm going to be making coordinating seersucker shorts. So here is the seersucker fabric that I'm going to be making. So it's going to be matching kind of the this design. And I might do another boy design. I'm not super sure, but that's why I really like the quick stitched out embroidery design so that I don't have to worry about anything. I can just quickly stitch it out and go about my day. Spray it again. Okay. Make it nice and flat. Make sure there are no wrinkles. Perfect. Okay. So move you guys. But yeah, Gerber onesies are fairly thin, and so are Carter's. So I don't know if I'll necessarily order any more of these. I'll probably just start using AJ blanks. But since I'm doing a craft show, I thought it would be a great opportunity for me to start getting rid of some stuff. All right, I already had it pulled up on my machine, so I'll click OK and resume. I'm going to adjust the embroidery. Like I said, this design is 4x4 friendly, so if you do want to start an embroidery business and you only have a 4x4 machine, then you can easily do onesies. So I'm just going to outline the design here. That looks pretty good, so I'll put it back in the middle. Let me actually get my other onesie as a color reference. Yeah, I did the royal blue. All right, so I've got my royal blue thread here. I keep all my embroidery thread over here and all nicely organized. It's really the only thing that's organized right now in my craft room, but what can you do? So like I said, there's literally only 5 steps to this design, and it's a 5-minute stitch out. So we should be cranking out a lot of different onesies during this live. But yeah, I also am using the Gerber organic onesies, at least this one that I'm doing right here. Yeah, this one was also organic. So they're definitely thinner than the regular Gerber onesies, but even Gerber is just not the best quality. If you do like HTV and things like that, then the Gerber ones are probably fine. Probably same for DTG, but I haven't done DTG or anything before, so I don't know. Okay, I'm going to start stitching. Sorry, I'm just double checking my emails here. So right now it is stitching out the anchor that's in the middle. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Again, I'll probably sell these for super cheap. Probably also advertise that they're organic because people usually like organic stuff, especially for babies. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing 2 sizes or 2 onesies in the newborn, 1 to 3 months. I don't even know what the Gerber sizes are. I haven't embroidered onesies in forever. Okay, now it's going to do the steering wheel, or not anchor. What's the term? Okay, used this thread. I'm going to use this thread. This is Madeira thread, and it's number 1926. This live will probably be a little bit of a shorter live because my great aunt, she is in town and she lives in North Carolina, so I haven't seen her in a very long time. So she's gonna come visit my apartment and check it out. So you guys shaking a little bit, but it's okay. So I'm probably gonna head off with this live around 4:30, just so you guys know. So exciting, aren't you nervous? Oh God, I'm freaking out. I haven't done a craft show since November. And the thing is that I'm nervous is about my space because they're gonna provide me like a table. I think it's like a 6-foot table or something. But I'm also trying to figure out if I can have space for a clothing rack because that's where I'm gonna be hanging up all my dresses. So I'm hoping that they'll have that. I still have a lot of things that I have to prepare. I have to prepare my signs. Just figuring out overall how I'm going to organize everything. I have business cards, so that's all set, ready to go. One thing that's nice is, like I said, they're going to be providing a table with a tablecloth. So I don't have to worry about that. You know, those are 2 pretty bulky things, so I just have to worry about bringing all of my stuff in and getting it all set up. So yeah, I'm super excited for that. I think I might put in my, let's see if you guys can you guys hear me better? Testing, because it's probably fairly loud with the embroidery machine. I don't know if this is a little bit better or not. But yes, I got cordless headphones now, so with the times. It took me like literally years to be like, okay, let me get them. And they were like $100, but they work great. You know, I keep them charged. Hi, Life Happens. How are you? What's your name? I don't know if you ever told me that in a previous live. But yeah, so I'm slowly but surely acting my age, not like an 8-year-old woman who likes to embroider and sew. So, okay. Now it's going to work on the last part. Yeah, this is a super quick stitch out. I think I used the darker red for that. Yeah, these are super quick to stitch out, so I'm very pleased. And if you're wondering how I'm embroidering this, is that I'm essentially kind of opening up the top opening, and that's kind of how I'm embroidering it. Okay, perfect. Because I was wondering, I know that like other YouTubers, what's that? Oh, I was freaking out because I thought I messed up my stabilizer, but I just kind of folded in over itself. So we're all good. But yeah, so I'm sewing it through the top part of the onesie, in case you're curious. And now it's working on the tube lifesaver thing. I don't know why. I just can't think today. Like, I can't formulate words. But I'm hoping to get most of these onesies done today. And then when I get back from my dinner with my aunt, I'm hoping to keep on working and making more items. And I also will be posting a video, I'm thinking on Saturday, of preparing for my craft show. So essentially in that video, it's kind of like my other live that I did where I was sewing up my dresses, except it's like a shorter video for people that do enjoy that. So did you make a checklist for the fair? I did not, but I probably should. I'm just not much of a checklist person, but I'll probably still forget things. Right now, I'm just kind of focusing on getting my items together. And then the thing is that I'm freaking out about is that they want like proof. What was it called? Let me read their email. Oh, hopefully it's not connected to my phone now. Okay, it's not. Okay, let me just change the colors. I'm going to change it to white. But yeah, I'll read you what email said. Kind of leave you on a little cliffhanger for a second while I change my colors. Okay, yeah, let me read the email. I got it this morning. The message cannot be displayed because the problem repeatedly occurred. All right, let me pull it up on my computer then, if my computer's or my phone's going to be weird. Yeah, so it says, please note that you were required to follow all laws related to the collection and payment of any applicable sales tax, and we will require a copy of your New York State sales tax certificate of authority for our records before the end of the week. So I do not have that, so I'm trying to figure out how to get that. I don't know how taxes and, all that stuff really works and how to get taxed for my business. So I'll have to look into that tonight when I'm kind of just relaxing for the night. So yeah, that's kind of my plan. But yeah, it makes sense. They want legit businesses that are not trying to scam people, but I'm not trying to scam people. So all right, now it's going to work on the last part. So this is just a super quick stitch out. This is like a bright red color. Very pretty. Have a ton I have to embroider for orders as well. Just a busy summer. Also want to start making back to school items soon. So I've kind of got a lot on my plate. But yeah, I'm definitely hoping to make a checklist. So like I said, I have business cards. I have to figure out signage. I did purchase a cart to bring my items. So it's like an outdoor sort of cart, like where people can put like their groceries and stuff into it. So I'm planning on using that to put my items in. So like I said, I have that. I have a mannequin also, which I'm planning on putting one of my birthday outfits on so they can see what that looks like embroidered. And I'm hoping to go make some samples for like beach towels, because I have some really cool ideas for beach towels. So I might bring one of them that's embroidered, and then people can order them based off the different colors. But it depends on if I have time. But it's nice that this design is just a super quick, easy stitch out. Like I said, right now it's kind of working on one of the last steps. Actually, it is the last step, and then we can start preparing our next item. But I'll probably just sell these for like $10, maybe go below that. I don't know. And then I'm thinking with the shorts, maybe selling it for $22 with a matching onesie. Again, I'm not super sure because I don't want to go super high on my prices. So that's just kind of something that I'm concerned about. So let me know what you guys think, because as you know, my last craft show, I didn't do that great, but nobody else really did that great. So since it's my only my second show, I'm not super sure how to price things. Especially since my last show, I didn't sell any kid stuff. I just sold I put out like knit scarves and hats, adult items and purses and stuff. So it's a totally different feel from what I'm going to be selling at this upcoming craft show. So kind of concerned, but we'll see what happens. But I'm definitely starting to get a little nervous. Okay. So that's all done. So you can see how I did it. So I just kind of embroidered it from the opening here. So there's that little design. I'm going to watch when you upload the live at work. Have to go into the meeting. Into a meeting, as we all say as crafters, I'd rather be sewing. Oh, I'm telling you, when I physically have to go into work, I'm always thinking of like, oh, I wish I could be my craft room right now. But that's why I enjoy working remotely from home, because I have that flexibility. I'm all done with my meetings and responding to emails for the day. So it's just nice to know that I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. So I just tore off the cutaway stabilizer. And I'm just trimming any of the loose threads. I have my trash can right next to me here. But thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. Connie from Scandies has a great live video for markets and what you should take. Oh, cool. I'll have to look into that. Scandies. Because like I said, I'm just kind of winging it. And hopefully I sell a lot of these dresses, because that would be unfortunate if I didn't sell any of them. But I'm planning on making matching headbands for them. So I can't pull it up on my phone because I have it saved to my Etsy account. Oh no, I know what I can do. So let me pull up my Etsy. I'll show you guys what I'm thinking of making. I'll take some screenshots and I'll show you guys. So there's that one. Now these patterns that I found are specifically for quilting cotton fabrics. So that's why I decided to look into them. So here's one. So there is option number 1. So it has a little kind of the bow in front. I just think it's a really cute idea. So that's what that looks like. And then here is the second one. I don't know if I'm going to do both. I mean, why not, I guess. So like I said, they're both made with quilting cotton fabrics. And I think that both of them have like kind of an elastic band in the back. So that's kind of what I'm planning on possibly making. Again, time is just not on my side right now. So that's why I'm making these onesies super quick. So I just have other stuff that I can sell. But I'm hoping my main money, most of my money comes from my dresses. But like I said, I'm going to be uploading a video. It should be posted for you guys on Saturday about me preparing the rest of my dresses for my craft show. Then I'm also thinking of making a video on DIY projects for preparing for a craft show. So I got a couple different items. So here it is on the inside, so you can see. Thank you. So there's 2 sizes that are done. I'll just throw them over here. I don't know. Still have to press them and apply the tender touch, but I'll worry about that later. All right. Now I'll do 12 months. Yeah, I did 24. So I've got 12 months here. I did 24, 18, and now I'm going to be doing 12. Put you on your table. There. Okay. Loosen up my hoop. But yeah, when I post my embroidery tutorial on how to embroider a onesie, it'll have a lot better quality photos, because obviously I can't really go live on my phone because it would kind of be limited to certain people. So that's why I decided to go live on my computer. So when I go record my video, it'll be on my phone, so I can get a lot of more close-up angles and just, oh my gosh, I'm a spaz. Then I can just really show you guys up close and personal on how I make these onesies. My poly mesh. Trying to make sure it doesn't roll off like it almost did before. You roll. Okay. Get my 505 spray. This is what I use. But yeah, if I do really well on this craft show, probably my future craft shows, I would probably only really exclusively sell kids or babies and kids items. Just because I feel like when you go to a craft show, you don't really see many people selling that sort of stuff. I mean, they sell like a lot of candles and like knickknacks and coasters, just kind of home stuff. So that's kind of what I'm thinking of when I do future craft shows. Hi, Shelly. Welcome. Must be pretty, well, what, like 5 or 6 where you live? I don't know what time it is there, but just stitching out some onesies. We already stitched out one on this live, and I'm just prepping my next one. Making 12-month onesie. And I'm so annoyed because I have extra onesies at my parents' house, but I won't be there. So kind of have to use the onesies that I have here. All right, come on. We're about to embroider out a 12-month onesie. Okay. And if you guys are just joining this live, I am using Gerber onesies just because I have a bunch left over that I kind of want to get rid of. So I'm going to stitch out really as many as I can so I don't have to think about buying anymore. And when I go for my small business, if I ever get any orders for onesies, I really want to transition to AJ Blanks, because that is the shirt company that I use for my kids, my girl shirts, essentially. Okay. 5:30 a.m. and I got so confused as to when you were going live, but I found you. Okay. Yeah, I try to include like EST, like the different time zones when I go live. I don't know if I included that on this thumbnail, but yeah, if you ever want to be notified when I go live, I think it's on this video that you can get out all these freaking wrinkles here, is that when you go to my name, you can click the bell notification to be notified whenever I go live or whenever I post a video. And I folded this wrong. Guys are distracting me here. I don't even know if I have any 9 to 12-month onesies, so that might be an issue. I think I might be all out of those. So that is unfortunate. Just trying to get at all the wrinkles here so it's all nicely laid for me. Right? Okay. Perfect. All right, let's stitch this sucker out. Just make sure. Might bring this one down a little bit. Oh wait, I'll go back. Just doing an outline for my design just to make sure that it looks good, which it does. Hit OK. Get my color ready to change. So I just ate, but I'm getting hungry again, so can never win. Okay. Yes, that did notify me on my phone, but my phone doesn't make a noise, and I was watching YouTube on my TV. Oh, gotcha. Gotta love the different technologies. All right, stop connecting to my phone, jeez. Sorry. I have to check my work emails. So it is, this is the design. If you're just joining, this is what we're stitching out. So just a super quick, easy stitch out. Right now it is working on the anchor for the one that we're working on currently. If you guys haven't given this video a thumbs up, please consider doing so because it would greatly help my channel grow and reach more people. And it would make me feel good knowing that you guys enjoy my content as well. Okay. Now onto the anchor. Not the anchor, steering wheel. Like I said, I can't formulate words today, apparently. Okay. I think it'll look really cute with the seersucker fabric. Thank you, Shelly. Appreciate it. You guys are shaking a little bit, so sorry about that. You can see it embroidering over here a little bit. Are any of you doing any craft shows this summer, or you're hoping to do a craft show in the future? Because they're a lot of fun. Especially since I just moved to the Rochester area, so it'll be really nice to kind of meet new people, meet other vendors, and kind of figure out what sells and what doesn't sell, and, you know, kind of put a name for myself out here and, you know, put down roots in a way. My crafting roots, right? But yeah, like I said, I have a ton of Etsy orders that I have to work on. And I will not be here. I won't be here for half of next week, so I will not be going live for the next 2 Wednesdays because I will be at the Jersey Shore getting some tan. So that's where I will be, but I will be uploading 2 videos a week when I'm gone. My goal right now, just regular week if I'm here, is to upload 1 video and do a live. So either way, my goal is to do 2 videos a week to hopefully grow my channel. I know I haven't been doing that great with uploading regular videos consistently. So, but like I said, I have a video filmed ready to go for Saturday. Probably maybe the morning. I'm not exactly sure. So definitely you can check out my video whenever that's uploaded. Because if you're watching this, I do know that some people prefer my shorter videos, others people like my live. So I kind of wanted to do a little bit of both for the different people. So that's kind of why I did that. Okay. Now it's going to stitch out the outline. Excuse me. I'm going to stitch out the outline of the buoy or the lifeguard thing, whatever it's called. Like I said, I just can't think of words today. Middle of the week stuff, I guess. I don't know. Whoops, did not thread. Thread the red. So typically for onesies, you have to really kind of watch it. But for this design, it's so small that I know that I won't stitch anything down that I'm not supposed to. I am, but it's winter and cold and wet. Ugh. Yeah, I don't like the winter either. I live in New York and we get a lot of snow, so it's kind of cold and nasty 3/4 of the year. So, but I really like this time of the year because some days it's kind of a little chillier or like 70s, late 60s, and other days it's kind of warmer. So I kind of like this in between weather where you don't have to worry about it snowing because snow sucks, especially in New York. Not a big fan. Let me see if I want to do another design. I did have some other ones saved, so let me just look at my Etsy. Thinking of making some 4th of July ones, of course. I also have some other boy designs to go with the seersucker shorts. But again, I'm not super sure. But I'll probably do 4th of July ones next. It's kind of what I'm thinking. My hubby tells me I should. You should. Craft shows are a ton of fun. Like, I was just nervous and like anxious the entire time when I did my first one, but it's actually, you'll have a lot of fun with it. Now you guys are probably thinking, why don't you just keep your different better at putting each individual color away so that way I don't have to worry about any disorder, at least for my threads, because my rest of my craft room is a complete disaster, of course. But yeah, so for craft shows, I paid $100 for this one. I think it was $100. It was a lot. So I'm kind of nervous that I invested a good amount of money into it already. But I think my last one that I did was like $40. So that wasn't that bad. So I would try to get like ones that are like max $50 for your first craft show. I know that they have craft shows at the New York State Fairgrounds, but you have to pay so much money for those. And I'm not going to do that. So, just know your worth, know how much you want to spend on certain items, or not certain items, on certain shows, and definitely do your research. One thing that I really like is that when you do your first craft show, you can meet other vendors and then they can tell you about other craft shows that they like or that they don't like. And for my antisocial self, I'm going to force myself to do that just because, like I said, I want to make more of a name for myself in this community. So I'm going to kind of network and meet other people and kind of just see what I can do. But they're a ton of fun. Back to the red. Yeah, I'll probably, if I don't sell these, I'll list these on Etsy. And then hopefully people will buy them. So I'm thinking for the onesie outfits with the seersucker shorts, I feel like $25 might be too much. I don't know. Because if I sell the seersucker shorts for $10, maybe if I sell both for $10 and they can get it for $20. I don't know, because it takes time to make these. I mean, these like take no time at all. So I have no problem selling those for $10, but the shorts, they do take a bit longer to make. So maybe I will sell them for $20 or $22 for the set. I'm just kind of thinking out loud. They are funny, meet like-minded people. Exactly. Exactly. And it kind of gets you out of your shell a little bit. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I can't speak for all crafters, but I feel like a good amount of us are kind of introverted. So going to craft shows and like doing things in person would kind of like help us get out of our shells more, and kind of just be more comfortable around people, especially for the pandemic. Like right now, I have an issue talking to people in like a big crowd setting and doing small talk. I just can't do it. So I don't know. I just kind of like clam up, or even like parties. If there's like a big group of people that I have to socialize with, I get like really anxious and I just can't do anything. So I don't know. That's just kind of a new quirk that I've acquired over the last couple of years. But yeah, so this one is just about finishing up. So that is nice. And we'll keep working. Let me see if I can get my next size. I don't even know if I have enough. Got 3 to 6 months. Preemie. These newborns. 0 to 3 months. Yeah, I don't have 6 to 9 months, so I'll have to just work on the next set. Okay. So there she blows. Pop it out of the hoop. Okay, so tomorrow I'll have to go to Target and get some more. I might make 2 of these. Because I think people, obviously it's a baby and bumps event, so they're for new mothers or expectant mothers, so I'm not expecting to get many sales for the larger sizes, but I mean, if somebody wants to get something for like a sibling or somebody's birthday, it's like, hey, you know where to find me. I'm just cutting out the cutaway stabilizer. Getting it all trimmed. If you're wondering where I'm throwing these to, which I just have a trash can right next to me, so you don't have to be super concerned. Okay. But I just feel like craft shows are even just nice to get out there and show people your business. Obviously, I'm doing pretty well on Etsy right now, but you know, I'd like to start transitioning off of Etsy. Although I don't really have time to make a website or anything like that. That's just kind of what my struggle with is at this current moment. But if I do craft shows, then I can kind of, you know, make sales through other avenues. So that's kind of what I'm liking that I'm doing right now. Okay. Prep my next design. Probably make 2 of these. I don't like these hooks. They're not the best. Okay, my cutaway. Tearaway, I mean. I love this little table that I got. I think it's perfect. Took me forever to get it together, but I'm glad that it's up and running. And I'm also planning on giving out a coupon code to the different people if they purchase from me. That way they can kind of go to my website and hopefully buy something from them or from me. Okay, my no-show poly mesh. Yeah, I'll probably make 2 of these 3 to 6 months. Just because I feel like I would get a good amount of interest in the smaller sizes. Okay, my hoop. Hoop it up. If you guys have done craft shows, what have you sold the most of? Or what were your best sellers? Also, what people had a lot of interest in. So like I said, I'll probably make 2 of these. And I got to go out to Target and get 3 to the 6 to 9 months. Turn it inside out. It's so tiny. Personalized dog bandanas. Ooh. Yeah, anything small and personalized would probably sell pretty well, I would think. Especially if you're selling it for a decent price. Line y'all up. My voice just got all raspy. So little. Oh gosh, it is just raining and raining and raining. Oh, can you guys even hear that? Oh, and then I don't think I even told you guys this. It's a little too off. But my parents, their tree in their backyard got struck by lightning. And my parents' poor cats were home, so they must have been absolutely petrified. And it struck a branch, so they had to get their tree cut down. So I was there for that whole process, and that was interesting because my mom was both of my parents were out of town, but it was just crazy. But luckily the tree people came pretty quickly and kind of got it all together. Hopefully this will work this time. Still a little off. Yes, I heard that. Oh. If you get motion sickness, close your eyes. I'm going to show you. So it's really coming down. Let's see. Can you guys even see that? Oh, yeah. So that's that. That's what I'm dealing with right now. But But I kind of like rainy days. I don't know. It just kind of makes me feel like either sleepy or unproductive. I don't know. But like I said, I'm going to be going out tonight for dinner with my aunt. So I'm going to have to venture out there. And I don't... Did you guys hear that? Holy crap. I hope the power doesn't go out. But one thing that's great about this embroidery machine, it has memory. So if the power did go out, it would remember what place it left off at. So just saying. Just an FYI. Yeah, wow, man, oh man. Yeah. It scared me. Yeah, that was a loud one. We've been pretty lucky though with weather, so hopefully it will continue doing that. But, I'll take a rainy day every once in a while. Luckily, I'm working remotely today, so I don't have to worry about any of that. I don't have to go out other than running to my aunt's car. Great weather to be crafting. Yes, exactly. Okay, that is perfect. So let's start stitching this one out, which whenever it comes, ooh. Did y'all hear that one? My God. Wow. I swear, I saw lightning looks so close, so now I'm kind of worried. Jeez. Oh, you guys over here. Well, if I lose connection and the live ends unexpectedly, then you know why. Wow. I love rainy days. They seem just so peaceful. I know. Minus the lightning, though. Lightning doesn't make it seem as peaceful, but I know what you mean. Oh my gosh. I don't know if we're going to do dinner then if it's like this. Let me look at the weather. We're supposed to be going out around 6. Weather. Geez Louise. Exactly. Rain for the next hour. 4 p.m. 100%. 5 p.m. 90%. 60% at 6. And then it looks like it should be done around 8. Then it's just cloudiness. Tomorrow, 68 and cloudy, so that'll be nice. 73 sunny Friday, perfect. Saturday, 64 sunny. That's my craft show, so I'm glad that the weather will be nice for that. Yeah, and look at my... Do it again. You see? Isn't that so cool? I love technology sometimes, I'm telling you. Okay. Back to embroidery. My power doesn't go out in the process. Yeah, that's fine. Probably do the opening in the bottom for this. Number 3, here we go. Yeah, I don't know if this dinner is going to be happening, this weather. Either way, I'll still clean up my apartment. My dog would be going crazy with that thunder. Yeah, I don't have any pets and I live alone, so I don't have to worry about any of that. One day I'd like to get an animal, but that day is not anytime soon. Just making sure I don't stitch anything down that I'm not supposed to. Because this time I'm going through the bottom instead of the top to embroider it. Yeah, so it looks like today's kind of the only rainy day, at least in the near future. So that's nice. What type of animal would you get? You know, I've always grown up with cats, and I've been afraid of dogs when I was a child, which I'm still kind of like a little freaked out by, like big jumpy dogs. But I don't know, maybe it might be too much with the dog because like somebody would kind of have to be home a lot, and it's just me. So probably a cat. I like my cats. But I would probably only get. Well, that's the thing is if I got an animal, like dogs can easily feel like be like the only dog, like that's fine. But I feel like with cats, it'd be nice to get it a pet, like a friend. You know what I mean? Like or a brother or a sister. So probably I would get 2 cats, or maybe I like the idea of adopting an adult cat because my parents. I was waiting. I saw the flash and I was waiting to see how long it would take to thunder, but I think it's leaving. But I might be wrong. Maybe it's just playing tricks on me. So, but yeah, I would get a cat. I like the idea of getting an older cat. Like my parents got a 3-year-old ragdoll cat from the shelter because there was a big, like, hoarding case from a breeder. She is the sweetest thing. She is just so mushy and smushy. Like I'll have to show you a picture. She's just an angel, I swear. Oh, Johnny Depp won his case against Amber Heard, awarded $15 million in damages. Yes. Justice for Johnny. Sorry, that was a little off topic. I just went on Facebook. Poor man. I mean, jeez. Anyways, oh yeah, let me show you a picture. I haven't taken a picture of her in a long time. Oh, I can look on Snapchat. I have some Snapchat saved of her. She is just so cute. Oh, memories, not lens. You can kind of see her here, but here she was the other day leaning against my leg. I'm like kind of like her person. She was actually intended to be for me when I was in college finishing up grad school. So yeah, she is just such a really nice cat. Like I said, she's a rag doll. I was thinking of getting a rag doll, but then I'm like, there's so many animals in the shelter, and plus they're very expensive. Like we got her for a deal because I think typically at the shelter, like adult cats are like $75, but since there was a hoarding case of over 100 animals, in a double wide lot trailer. So it was such a small space for all those animals that we were really concerned that she would be kind of messed up when she got out. But she is just so loving. My parents have 2 other cats and she gets along great with them. So she's just a really great addition to the family. But since I live my own, I like to get my own animals. But have 2 cats. He's been through the gutter. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I would like to get my own animals eventually. When I first moved in here, I was like, oh, I want to get an animal. Like all these people that live here have dogs and like cats and all this stuff. And but because like you can have, I think, up to two animals. Some people have like huskies and like Labrador retrievers, so they have pretty big dogs here. I haven't seen a Newfie, but I've seen a good amount of golden retrievers, a couple huskies. I think this guy had like a pit bull mix. And then, of course, like the chow chows and golden doodles. I saw a little golden doodle puppy. So a lot of the people here do have animals. But I do not. But one day I hope to. But for now, I feel pretty content with. Because I usually visit my parents every other weekend, so I kind of get my loving on their animals then. So I feel pretty good and don't really feel like I want a pet right now. And it would just take like a lot of time and dedication. And I would love to get 2 kittens or maybe an adult cat. I don't know, but yeah. Do you guys have animals? Because I see Shelly, you have 2 cats. But yeah, so my parents' cat, her name's Vivian. We call her Mush Mush just because obviously she looks like a pile of mush. But she was 3 years old when we got her. She did come with gingivitis, but they did spay and neuter her because obviously she came through a shelter. So that's what they do, is they spay and neuter animals. And she is just the sweetest cat. And we were very concerned when we were bringing her home because we've always gotten like kittens. So this was our first adult cat. We're like, oh my gosh, is she going to be really messed up? Like we didn't know, but she came home and was just so comfortable there. And she's just living the best life. Like my parents, she's an indoor only cat. My parents' other cats are indoor outdoor just because they love to like their one cat, Oliver, he is 10 years old, and we found him when he was about 8 months old. He was a stray in our neighborhood. Somebody obviously just kind of dumped him because he was like an older kitten, but he was still a kitten when we found him, and somebody just dumped him. We found we since we've had cats and cats are attracted to other cats, a lot of the cats that are strays find their way to our house, and then we usually take them to the shelter, and then they've always been adopted. Even one that we found that had feline AIDS, essentially FIV. He was FIV positive. He even found a home. So it was just so nice to know that like we were giving them a second chance at life. And then even one cat that we brought to the shelter, and we named him Mr. Man because Mr. Man Jr. Because at the time they had a cat named Mr. Man, and he was like literally adopted like within a week of being there. So, um, and then at one point, I think my parents have helped 5 cats in total, including their cat Oliver. Because when Oliver came around, it was about a month after their their cat Maggie died, so it was like perfect timing. So he kind of just came into the family. He got along great with Mr. Man, their other cat, and um, it would just be so funny because they would have their in-screen door open, and like you would like see our cat with a random cat that we've never seen before, like sitting next to each other, like one on a chair and one on a chair next to him. We'd be like, where the heck did that cat come from? But it was just because he was just such a nice, mellow cat that like all the strays kind of gravitated towards him. So it's just been super nice being able to, kind of give these cats a second chance. One cat, even, it was the winter, and like we opened the door, and my mom literally picked up the cat and like held it in her arms. It was just such a tame, nice cat. Um, of course, when we found these cats, we asked around the neighborhood and on Facebook if anybody knew whose cat this was. And, unfortunately, I guess some of our neighbors just kind of abandoned their cats. So um, it just, that's what really frustrates me about people that get animals is if they abandon them, like, or if they're like, "Oh, my next place doesn't allow cats, so I gotta get rid of them." But it's like that it's like if I got an animal, that's like my child. Like, it's like giving up your human child. Would you really do that? No. So why would you do that to your animals? I don't know. That's just kind of my idea, but I do understand that sometimes people just aren't capable of taking care of animals, so their best chance is to give them to a shelter, but if you know in your heart that you're capable of taking care of this animal, then you take care of it, you know? I don't know. I just kind of went on off on a rant there, but it was just kind of nice to see that process growing up of, my parents taking these animals and bringing them to the shelter. And thank God at the time when they found Oliver, is the shelters were full and they wouldn't take him. So, um, yeah, it just kind of the timing worked out. But I love animals. I'm definitely gonna have an animal one day. Especially since I'm gonna be traveling a decent amount this summer. So, and I don't really know anybody here that could watch my animals, so I wouldn't want to get an animal if I couldn't take care of them. So I don't know. That was just my quick little rant. I have 2 cats, 1 dog, 1 husband, and 3 kids. Those are all of your animals in your household. That's so funny. Yeah, I don't have kids yet, and I don't have any animals and living here, so just me, myself, and I. I don't know if we'll do another onesie on this live because I have to get going around 4:30-ish. We'll see. I did kind of ramble on a little bit there, so maybe we'll do one more onesie and then we'll call it live. But yeah, I like the idea of adopting from a shelter. Just makes me happy. I have 3 medium-sized dogs, white mini poodle Sophie, mixed Shih Tzu / Chihuahua Toby, and the offspring of them too. Tucker looks like Sophie but black. Aw. Yeah, I like medium-sized dogs. Small dogs, I don't know. Big dogs is just not probably my thing, but I don't know. And that's the thing too, is like this is nothing against like the Pipple mix, but I just wouldn't want to get, just not my preference of dogs. So, but unfortunately, a lot of the shelters have them. So I probably feel like if I did get a dog, I would have to get it from, like a breeder of some sort. So I was thinking like a French bulldog, but now I'm like not really into that. I like Australian Shepherds, but I feel like I think they're like working dogs, so they probably would require like a backyard and like running around and stuff like that. So I wouldn't be able to offer that. So I don't know what kind of dog I would get. But yeah, I usually prefer the smaller dogs. Because like I said, I don't know why. There was nothing like, no traumatic event in my childhood, but the only thing that I can think of is that my cousin and his girlfriend at the time had this dog that was like very aggressive towards people. And I don't think I was ever really around that dog because like they kept it in the basement the whole time. But like it was a very like scary and aggressive dog. So that's kind of the only thing that I can think of that maybe that's why I was afraid of dogs. But yeah, like I said, I'm not the best when it comes to jumpy adult dogs. Like puppies, fine with. Bigger jumpy on you dogs, not the best. Just jumpy dogs in general, I'm just not a fan of. So I don't know. But we'll have to see what the future holds. Because because I love my parents' ragdoll cat. She's so sweet. They got her for $250 at the shelter, which is a deal because they're usually well over $2,000. So, and she's just so sweet. Oh, it stopped raining. Yay. Okay, last color. Color. Oh. Whoa. Got a little tangle there for a second. I have a Kelpie and she's a working farm dog, but the biggest sook. Aw. Yeah, I like the idea of like a mushy, cuddly dog that doesn't require too much work. Like, I kind of like the idea of like being forced to go outside and walk a dog because otherwise I would literally be holed up in my apartment 24/7. So physically having to go out and walk a dog just sounds kind of nice. I don't know. But yeah, a lot of people that I live in this apartment complex have dogs. I've seen tons and tons of dogs. Well, yeah, I don't have any animals. But yeah, I've grown up with cats. I think I was 5 years old when my parents got my first. Maybe no, I was 5. Yeah, when I got they got their first cat. His name was Andre, and when he was a year old, he was hit by a car, and I just didn't really remember much about him, other than he was kind of like a wild cat. Like, he was just a kitten, though, so I think as a child, I was like, oh my gosh, he's such a wild cat. And then they got Maggie and Mr. Man, which she lived to be about 10, and then she unfortunately got cancer and losing weight and all that stuff, so we decided to put her to sleep. And then Mr. Man, oh gosh, I can't even think about how he died. It was just, you're making weird noises on me. He was 16 when he died. He just turned 16. And my sister let him outside in the morning because he was indoor-outdoor. That was a big mistake because he was just old and deaf and just, I don't know his sight, but so my sister let him out in the morning, and then we went to the fairgrounds through the afternoon. We had a nice time. We came back, and he seemed okay, but like a little bit weird. And then there was like this brown stuff coming out of him, and I thought it was like poop. I thought he was like poop coming out of him. So I didn't know what to do. And then he was just kind of meowing, and turns out that he was attacked by an animal in his lower back, and it essentially paralyzed his tail. But like, it wasn't like the color, it wasn't like red blood, it was like brown blood. So I thought it was just like dirt or like, poop or something. Like, I didn't know. And looking back, I probably should have known what it was, but he essentially died of that because it occurred on the weekend. But yeah, I was home alone when all that happened. And then my parents came home, and they came home just in time for him to essentially die. So that was just absolutely terrible. But yeah, our cat Oliver now, he is 10 years old. I think his hearing is starting to go a little bit, but it's still there. He does go inside and outside, but I think we're going to start to keep him more indoors now just because we don't want that to happen. But I think essentially that for Mr. Man, it was like a hawk. that got him, and tried to like pick him up and carry him away because you could see like these two essentially holes in him. So it was just absolutely terrible, and it really messed me up for a long time. Especially because, I don't think anything could have been done for him if he went to the vet. Like right after it happened, they probably would have been like, okay, it's time to put him to sleep. But it was just a terrible experience. So, um, but yeah, so that was my traumatic death of a cat experience. So let me get this out of the hoop. Okay. Sorry to depress you guys about that story. I wasn't planning on telling that in a live, but here we are. But yeah. But I feel like I would be a good pet mom. Now that I know what blood looks like, I can recognize it, but yeah, so he was 16 years old. I gotta replace my trash and clean up shortly. Probably after I finish getting this all trimmed and everything, I will probably end the live. We have 2 cats for the mice and snakes. One is a ginger cat, and he is my favorite breed. Oh, yeah, my parents, so they have obviously a rag doll, and then they have had 3 tiger cats. But Oliver, he's really handsome. He's like a tuxedo. He's a tuxedo tabby cat, but he's like more orangey than gray. His coloring is really cool, I think. But he's a very handsome boy, but he's been acting like an old man since they got their cat Lily. She is 4, so he's been acting like an old man since he was 6 years old. But what can you do? I think the death of Mr. Man, the original cat, I think it just kind of like messed him up, and it was just so sad. Then when Mr. Man died, he passed away in the in-screen porch that was closed, of course, laying down his head. And my cat Oliver, the next day after he passed away, he came outside and was like smelling the spot where Mr. Man died. And I think it just made him like I feel like it's almost healing in a way for cats to smell or like get some sort of recognition that their other friend passed away, because otherwise they'd be looking for them constantly. Um I don't know. I don't even know why I got so deep, dark, depressed in this video. Like, geez, but great way to end the live, but what can you do? Yeah, there's a local shelter around here, so if I did get an animal, it would probably be from there. But I do visit my parents sometimes, so maybe I could get an animal from their shelter. But for right now, I'm content. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a decent amount of traveling this summer. As you know, next weekend I will be going to the Jersey Shore, so for about a week and a half. Let's see, you can see the design right there. So that's a 3 to 6 months onesie. I'll make another one of those and then move on to the next size. And let's flip it that way. So yeah, let's see, what else can we talk about today? So like I said, I will be uploading a video on Saturday about me preparing for my craft show. I'm hoping to also film a video on how to embroider a onesie and also a kid shirt, because there's slight differences between both. And then also just preparing for my craft show in general. I don't think I'm going to bring you guys along necessarily for my craft show. I might try to film a few videos here and there, but I'm kind of shy when it comes to filming, and I don't want people judging me. So I'll probably just kind of be mostly to myself with that. But I'll at least tell you guys how it went afterwards. So I'm super excited. Hopefully it will all go well. I have my dresses all sewn up. I'm finishing up these batch of onesies. I have to go to Target, get more onesies. It's just a process, but yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this live. I know I'm cutting it like 4 minutes short, but what can you do? Like I said, I have to get ready for my great aunt is coming to take me to dinner, and my place is a disaster. I cleaned up a little bit for this live, so it's not as much of a disaster, but it could definitely get some TLC. Especially need to clean this craft room because I have boxes upon boxes everywhere. Ugh. I just think I need to get like shelves. I think that's my main issue is so at the top of my closet I have some shelves which are literally all full. But then my other part of my closet just kind of like some empty space. So I might try to get some shelving units, I mean. But anyways, I'm just kind of going off on a rant there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this live. Like I said, get ready for Saturday's video. Next week, 2 weeks, I will be uploading 2 videos a week since obviously I won't be going live. So I'll be going live for the next 2 Wednesdays, and I'll be back in action for the next Wednesday. So I hope you guys enjoyed this live. If you did, please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel as well. And yeah, I hope you all have a nice day. Stay warm, Shelly, because I know it's winter for you right now. But for the rest of you, I guess that's it. So thanks for joining, everyone. Bye. Bye, Sonia.